Dzień dobry. Good morning again from Warsaw, learning some more Polish. And we're starting early at the Warsaw Uprising Museum. So we're gonna go inside. Inside the museum now, and there's all sorts of sounds and displays, and it feels really immersive already. So before we go more inside, I just wanted to give a bit of context about the museum and sort of the history of World War II in Poland. So on September 1st, 1939, Germany, the Third Reich, attacked Poland by land, sea, and air. And France and Great Britain were allied with Poland. They declared war on Germany, but they didn't undertake any military action. And then later in September 1939, the Soviet Union also attacked Poland. So there was this double occupation in Poland. And this museum is dedicated to the uprising that took place in 1944, because there was a huge resistance movement called the Home Army that was over the years from 1939 to 1944 in Poland, and this museum is dedicated to the uprising in 1944. So we're going to learn more about it, of course, but I just wanted to give you that context before we go further inside. We just walked into this huge hall, and there's a gigantic plane, and it's a Liberator B-24, and these were produced in Fort Worth, Texas, and then supplied to the British. And it's a full-scale replica, and it's just amazing to see it in person. You feel very dwarfed by it, very small. So cool. You can see a 3D movie where they've reconstructed a flight over the ruins of Warsaw as the city appeared in 1945. So here's a picture to show you how they've reconstructed it, and you can put on 3D glasses and actually feel like you're seeing the city as it was in that horribly destroyed state before they began to rebuild. Wow. We've just finished the 3D movie, and we've been to a fair share of museums about the war, and I feel really emotional. I think that was maybe the most effective thing I've ever seen in terms of just seeing the complete loss of everything. I feel like it was just such an effective way to really put you in the place, the mindset of the people who were looking down and seeing the just extreme devastation. It was only maybe 5 minutes long, but that, I can tell you right now, that's gonna stay with me for forever, really, that feeling. To see here. I wish we had more time.
Me too.
I know, there's just so much to see. Well, I feel kind of speechless. Unfortunately, we have to go because you could spend hours and hours and hours in here. There is so much to see. They've done an incredible job at communicating like the feeling of the devastation and the war and the history here instead of just reading about it. So I just have a much better appreciation now for Poland and what Poland has been through in its history, and,
been through a lot.
And how they've rebuilt, you know, they have rebuilt from the ground up. So when we leave this museum now and walk back out onto the streets of Warsaw, I feel like I'll have a much better appreciation now for everything that's happened here. So let's go back out into Warsaw. and now we're on the east, and this area is called Praga, P-R-A-G-A, and if you talk to people in Warsaw about the two sides of the river, basically the west side where we were with the old town and all of that is sort of known as the white collar side, and this is more the blue collar side. And they talk about Prague in the future and how this area is becoming the East Berlin of the 1990s because it's way cheaper to live and there's a lot of art and artists. Actually, if I turn here, you can see there's a huge, huge mural, and there's a lot of public art, a lot of murals, graffiti in this part of the city. So we're gonna walk around here and just see more of Praga. It's nice to see a different side to Warsaw.
I don't know if you can see this building behind us, but it's all covered in tin foil.
Because apparently the owner, like, you know, can afford to renovate it but won't, and so the people who run the restaurant were like, all right, let's just wrap this up to go.
So they just cleaned up all the tin foil in the whole neighborhood from Tesco and everywhere they could find it.
There was like a tin foil shortage as they were wrapping up this building, and it's still a functioning restaurant. Like, it's opening in about an hour or something.
And you just sit there behind the tin foil and have your meal.
Just walked into this courtyard here, and something else that Praga is known for are these Virgin Marys. And I'm just walking over here to show you because during the Second World War, people would meet. They weren't allowed to pray or speak Polish, and so people would gather at these statues of the Virgin Mary in secret, and someone would sort of watch for the Germans, and they would meet here to pray. And it was easier to do that in Praga than on the other side of the river, apparently. So now Praga still has these Virgin Marys, so it's known for that too. And it's a nice symbol. We're in this area now. It's a bazaar or market, and I think it's the oldest one in Praga, maybe on all of Warsaw, from a time when there weren't, you know, malls here. So it's very quiet right now because a lot of the sellers are closed, but you can buy all sorts of things. And then it's quite like a hipster area, so in other parts there are little bars and places to grab food. I like this. I want to see it when it's really bumping in here. I absolutely love this area, and during the Second World War there were some bombs dropped here, but it wasn't leveled like the west side of the river was. So you have a lot of pre-war buildings, and you know, they're in various states now, but it just has this like totally different feeling to the other side of the river in Warsaw. And I can definitely see the comparisons between here and how East Berlin used to be, and I love it. I really, really love this area. We're headed now to the Polish Vodka Museum, and at the PRL Museum we learned how during the communist time in Poland, vodka was actually the same or more valuable often as a form of currency than money. So we're going to go inside and learn some more about vodka. Okay, we're just starting the tour. I'm trying not to fall on my face because we're climbing some stairs. But this building itself used to be a vodka factory, and it's special because it was built in 1897, and as we're of course learning, lots of buildings didn't survive the war, so just the fact that it's still standing is amazing. And it stopped being a factory in 2007, and now it's a museum. So we're starting the tour. The way you say cheers in Poland is na zdrowie, which means like to your health, and it's because for a long time it was healthier to drink vodka than water. So it's stuck, na zdrowie, to your health.
So this is called The Last Bottle. It was stolen from the factory in the 40s and returned by the guy who stole it about 80 years later.
Stole it to keep it safe, I guess.
But all the alcohol has evaporated out, so.
That's a really beautiful bottle.
Gorgeous.
So, are you excited to do a vodka tasting?
Honestly, not really. I don't like vodka. But
I'm not sure if this is a good choice of activity for a walking tour, but we might be stumbling out of here.
I mean, it's more interesting after like learning about the process and how it's made and where it comes from and everything, but I honestly don't like vodka, so.
This will be interesting.
I'll try it.
How is it?
Strong.
Enjoying yourself?
We finished the tour at the Vodka Museum, and it was really interesting. I still don't like vodka personally, but it is a really...
I loved it just to see your face.
I tried a sip of all of the kinds of vodka, and that was enough. Anyway, we are on our way to lunch now.
Okay, so we made a stop here for lunch at Warszawa. My Polish is perfect.
Patonia.
And they brought out celeriac cream soup, which looks like that, which I'm excited to try.
Say the name once more for me.
Warszawa Shadia.
That sounds nothing like it.
It sounds nothing like it looks.
Alright, we'll keep trying.
The plate I got is lamb, and it has a bed of hummus. A bed of hummus. Too much vodka.
Yeah. Someone needs to eat.
And what'd you get?
I got the vegetarian option. So I have also a bed of hummus with pita. Looks lovely.
Looks good.
We just finished lunch.
That was great.
It was very satisfying. And now we're heading to the Neon Museum, because there used to be a lot of neon signs in Warsaw, and a lot of them have been saved and put in this museum, and I love neon signs.
Me too.
So we're gonna do that next.
Okay.
This is awesome. Apparently these neon signs are making a comeback here in Warsaw as well. So more and more will be made and used. This is so cool! Did you guys hear the sound, the buzzing light? Here's a Winnie the Pooh sign, and apparently a lot of the signs in here are very recognizable to a lot of people from Warsaw, because they of course used to be on the street. So here, for example, is a toy shop, and there's where the Winnie the Pooh used to be. So for people who remember that, it's pretty cool to be able to come and find him at the Neon Museum. I love it here.
I love it too.
I love the sound, like the buzzing from all the lights. And I love that they have pictures sometimes of where the signs came from, like where on the street they were from, because they're really recognizable to a lot of people.
Do you have a favorite one?
I really like the ones over there that aren't lit, actually. It says like Sam, Berlin, and something else. I like the rainbow a lot. I don't know, it's hard.
There's so many.
I like a lot of them.
Yeah.
I like a lot of them. At the Neon Museum, and now we're on a train. We're actually heading out of Warsaw now, and we're headed to another city called Lodz. So now we're just going to enjoy the view of the countryside, and we'll see you in Lodz. just took a taxi from the Łódź train station and we've arrived at our hotel called Puro, P-U-R-O, and I love it. So I wanted to quickly show you our room. Okay. Turn you around. Just excuse all of our luggage. So we walked in and immediately this iPad was like, plug in your key. And then you can do all these like things through the iPad, which I think is cool. And they left us little macarons. Look at how pretty. And these, I'm not sure what types of juices these are, but I'm excited to try them. And then, where's Mark? Hello. I love this art that they have over the bed. Skateboarder, so obviously Mark's loving that. And then the bed looks so comfortable. I really like the furniture in here. And then the view, I have to show you what's across. Look at the building across from our hotel. Like, I don't think we could have asked for a better view. It's so cool.
Did you mention this amazing chair?
Oh,
I just love this chair. Look at it.
We've been in the room for like 40 seconds and Mark's like obsessed with this chair.
I love this chair.
And also we should point out, hold on.
Oh yeah?
Mark got these socks in Warsaw. So cute.
Cool.
And then thankfully Mark and I are very close because the bathroom is I guess they have this if you were not such good friends. But yeah, here's the bathroom. So I'm looking forward to trying this shower. Oh yeah, it has the nice rainfall. Anyway, so I'm excited to hang out in our room tonight.
I am too.
Yeah, and this hotel has a cinema.
Yeah.
I just love this hotel.
I know. I never want to leave. This is great.
So we got hungry and left the hotel to find some dinner. And we just had dinner at a place called Spółdzielnia, which kind of means like grocery store or corner shop, I think. And we're in an area called...
Off Piotrkowska.
Yes. And Piotrkowska, hope I'm saying that right, is a really long shopping street here in Łódź. So it's literally off of that main street. That's where it gets its name. And we've heard this described to us as Portland. So it's like the Portland area of Łódź. And we love Portland. And now I can tell you we love this area. There's all these old factories that have been transformed into lots of restaurants. They have like changing lights outside, a lot of little string lights, and really just awesome vibes. So now we're going to just walk around. The sun has gone down, so we get a better chance to see all the lights and a bit of the nightlife. So we're going to walk.
We're going to explore
down
Piotrkowska.
Piotrkowska. Walking down this street or this super loud music, and there's this like parade of rollerbladers.
Yeah. Total surprise.
Hundreds and hundreds of rollerbladers. Out at
Really
night.
good ones too.
We are back in our room and we only walked about, not even half, almost half of the Piotrkowska street, which is so long.
Yeah.
And I really like Łódź so far. It's fun to like start the day in Warsaw, and now we get to explore more of Łódź tomorrow. So we'll see you again for that. But if you like this video, which I hope you did, then give it a like. And remember to subscribe for lots more travel adventures. And we're gonna go to bed, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Bye.